Hello, and welcome. My name is MiniBetrayal, and this is Factorio 1 per minute, episode 6. In the last episode, we made a start on our intermediate products by getting uranium sorted. The only real difference I have made since the end of the last episode, I have found the space to squeeze in an extra couple of beacons. So these are now running at 600% speed. 550 actually, just to keep them all the same. I'm actually going to get rid of that one and that one, so they're now all running at 550% extra, so 650% the normal speed. And I have also slightly changed the outputs, so this is a bit more standard CoverX, where the output goes on the sort of upside of the belt, and then further downstream there's an input of the 235 back into the centrifuge, just to help speed things up, basically. But anyway, that's all backed up. Today we are hopefully finishing the intermediate products. So we are making gear wheels, iron sticks, pipes, pipe to ground as well, plastic bars, and copper cable. So let's get started with the gears. We need a total of 19.7 gears per second. That's a tiny bit less than half a blue belt. And this takes, see, where is it? Looking at my spreadsheet on the other screen. About 0.7 of a belt of iron. So, how shall we do this? So let's bring iron across. We can get rid of that. I don't need that one. Let's just bring it straight down from there. So, did that one? No, not there. There. We'll give it priority. We'll turn it down, and we'll bring it under. That far. Okay. So, I've made a little blueprint book here with the more difficult ones. So here is the blueprint I have made for gear wheels. So let's... No. In fact, that's already working. Okay, so this actually makes more than half a belt of gear wheels. But if we're only using half a belt of gear wheels, it should back up and make available to the rest of the factory the necessary materials. Okay, so let's leave that one up, and we'll have gear wheels there. Okay. Ooh. Right, so that one was easy. Next one is iron sticks. So we don't need many iron sticks. We need 0.168 per second, which is 0.004 of a blue belt. So we don't really need any beacons for it. Sticks also take just iron to make. So let's put the stuff down here first. If I do that, that is in range of most of the beacons. So if I tell that to make iron sticks, makes 2 iron sticks in half a second. Yeah, that's vastly more than we need. So I'll just have an input, and I'll give it 2 outputs, just because it makes it nice and easy to balance the belt like that. This one is, or at least should be, inherently balanced, so I don't need a balancer there. And that can go straight up and join there. So, of course, this one wants an input as well. What I am going to do on this one, though, which I've been kind of neglecting on the other ones, is these side balancers. I forget what the Factorio technical term for them are, but with a balancer like this, it will balance side to side both input and output. I did explain it in one of my previous videos. If I remember to, we'll make a card here, so you can go up here and click the card. Most likely I'm not going to remember to do that, though, so suck it. Okay. Oh, thank you, autosave. Okay, so it wants to be on this line there. Okay, so that will go down. And I'll just output it there. Okay, and what's that missing? That's missing the iron. Also, one thing I do need in there though is the productivity modules, because all of my numbers are based on full productivity. Okay, so that should be making some sticks for us in a moment. There we go. And we have sticks being made. Excellent. Next is pipes. Now we need a few more pipes. We need 10 per second. But that's still... it's less than a third of a belt. So I think another one of these will work fine. Basically exactly the same as pipes. Sorry, exactly the same as sticks. So that wants to be on this row. We'll bring that across, we'll copy the priority, we'll bring it down. We can go down that far. We'll stick in that. We'll give it an input, 2 outputs. Oh, we do need to bring one of these across there. He can live there. Up, up. Please make... pipes are technically not intermediate products, but I've sort of lumped it in with them because it's easier that way. Yeah, I can't put productivity modules in this one. Actually, will just one... No, I do actually need more than one of those. Okay. Let me do a quick bit of numbering.
So the number of machines I need is equal to the total number I need multiplied by the craft time. Craft time is 0.5 seconds, so I need 10.88 seconds.
Okay, so it turns out I actually need 4 of those machines, not 1, and they do need to be speed beaconed. So I will pinch that, and I will get rid of that and stick this in its place. If I move it down, if I move it down to there, okay, then it's all got power. That just needs to be fed in, and this needs to come up, actually, and that way. So I've balanced it that way there. That should give... what? Oh, okay. Missing that one. Okay, that should give us the necessary number of pipes. Okay, pipe to ground is... that's why we needed so many pipes. Because... oh, that's going too high. Because most of these pipes are going straight to pipe to ground. Okay, so this needs iron plates and pipes. So... let's see... yeah, we only need the one of these per minute, so the single one of these will work. Let's plop it there. We'll give it some iron and some pipes and some outputs. Make pipe to ground, please. So that will be iron, that will be pipes. We'll put in the balancers. And we have pipe to ground being made. Okay, then comes plastic. Oh, there goes another rocket. Rocket number 81. Okay, let's tidy things up a bit. I'll do that now. Okay, so, plastic bars. Let's go back to my book. Okay, plastic bars is the next one. This is what I have made for plastic. So, if I just plop that down... okay, so we need 2.8 belts of plastic. This is enough to compress one belt. So if I just plop down another 2 of those, this should be more plastic than we need. So now we just need to plug this in. So this requires over a belt of coal and the vast majority of our petroleum. So where is our coal line? Here is our coal. So the first coal wants to come down there, and then here, and then here. Okay, so there's the coal all fed in, and because it uses more than a belt of coal, that means this second belt of coal can now go away at this point. In fact, that doesn't need priority at all, it's just to mix in anything that's left back into this top belt. That means this row from here is actually now free. Okay, and it needs petroleum. Okay, so there's the petroleum. Let's feed it in. 3. And out comes our plastic. And these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's kind of annoying. So I've decided that what I'm going to do here, I want the plastic to come straight down to the bottom here. However, there's only room for another 2 before I need to jump down to the next row of 8. So I'm going to take advantage of this one that we've cleared up here, and I am going to move iron sticks up to fill that gap. So I can move iron sticks up at this point. Oh, there goes another rocket. And that can come out there. That means from here, my pipes can shift up a row. And I'm going to need to bump these down a bit. How far down can they go? Oh, only an extra 1. It's kind of annoying. Well, I'll bump them down anyway. And then the plastic can join up underneath it. Whoa! There we go. And you just turn straight that way. Probably should have given myself a bit more room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, there's plastic. Now I am going to properly tidy all of this up, and we will move on to copper cables. So, here we are. Copper cables. We need 1,199 per second. That is a fraction less than 30 compressed blue belts. The vast majority of these will be going towards electronic circuits in the end. But yeah, so we need an awful lot of these. Now, I have this blueprint here. It is essentially the same as the blueprint for the gear wheels. If I just plop that down, you'll see in fact it is the same. The only difference is that instead of having 3 stack inserters to input, because it's a 2-to-1 ratio, I've only got 2 stack inserters because it's actually a 1-to-2 ratio of input to output products. So, where am I going to put this? So that there is 30 belts. So 8, 16, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And we need to feed 10.7 of these. How many belts have I got? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 10.7 of these 12 belts of copper down into this monstrosity that we are going to build here. Alright, let's just knock some things down and see what we've got. Okay, so there we have 30 belts worth of copper cable even. Now let's see if we can plug it in. Alright, so that's all hooked in. On the output side, I still need to thread in the inputs, and I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do that yet. I've left some space in the middle there for the... how many is it? For the 11 belts of copper plate I need to bring down. However, at the moment, I've actually just run out of the express transport belts. I have 44 on me. And I have nearing 200 in logistic storage at the moment. I'm going to need an awful lot more than that. So I'm actually going to have a little break. I'm going to leave the game running while I go and, I don't know, wash the dishes or something. And then I will come back and then figure out how we're going to thread this in. Okay, I am now back. I have what I hope should be enough belts, 4,000 of them. So let's see if we can get this all plumbed in. And at long last, the behemoth is complete. I have plumbed everything in. I've put in these lane balancers up here. I may or may not later move those lane balancers to each individual output line, or the input for each output line. I haven't yet decided. Let's turn Alt on. But yeah, that's all working. So all that remains to be done now is a little bit of tidy up, which I will do now. And then, of course, we need to add a nameplate. So this one I'm just calling interms, because intermediates is a bit too long. And we are done for the episode. Oh, not quite. Forgot to put those in. Alright, now we are done for the episode. So, quick recap of what we've got. We still have our sulfur solid fuel, our barrels, steel, iron. Most of the iron is still there. We still have, this works out as a little bit, actually, just a little bit more than 1 belt of copper. It's only backed up at the moment because we're not using it all. Still have the copper ore, of course. The iron sticks are new. Then we have our uranium, the gears, pipes and plastic are new, and then we have all of this copper cable, most of it's going to get used, In the next episode, we will work on electronics. We might also... See, also on the list coming up, I have batteries. I did consider doing batteries this episode, but I think finishing up on all of that copper cable is nice, so we might do that next episode as well. In the meantime, however... actually, I will also point out that we have a nice big gap in the belt here. In the bus, rather. I'm not yet 100% certain what we're going to put there. In fact... So, yeah, we've got a gap of 10 here, and we will be making 11.5 bolts of electronic circuits. Maybe circuits will fill up most of the space, I don't know. We'll work that out next episode. In the meantime, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Milestone.